Do you want to have the status, or do you want to have the responsibility that comes with the experience? This is something that you should seriously ask yourself before you make life-changing decisions. And when I mean life-changing decisions, I mean in terms of marriage as well as having children. So hear me out, right? Just have like a very open mind to this message. It's not a trigger to anyone, but it's just a message that I received and based on my everyday observations. Okay, so the reason why I said that you need to ask these kinds of questions before making life as changing decisions by getting married to a person or giving that person a child is because a lot of people out here, they are just married or just having kids to say that they are married and having kids, meaning that they only have this because they want to have the status of being married and or having the status of having children, right? Now, when it comes to you accepting the responsibility when you're making these life as changing decisions, is you take the responsibility to be a husband. You are taking the responsibility of being a wife. You're just not having the status of Mr. and Mrs. You are literally taking anything and everything that comes with that status of being married, right? Because like as a husband and as a wife, you have your fucking responsibility that comes with it. I'm not married, but looking from the outside in, I've learned that marriages are not easy, bro. And what I've realized is, right, when it comes to marriages, the first thing that people do is like they dip out for whatever reason. And I've watched a YouTube documentary where they discussed on the why marriages are overrated. My personal opinion about why people think marriages are overrated is because of the fact that how people are outside fucking behaving like they are not married. Like married men, married women are texting young ass people and pretending that they are single and so on and so forth. If you are not gonna respect God, people who don't have God in their life will never in their life take marriage as serious. I'm so sorry to say this, but if you put God first, there is no way on this earth that you would say that marriage is a fucking waste of time. My thing is, right, why would you rather have a whole ass family with someone and not give that individual the title of being your husband and or your wife? This individual is then doing the responsibility. This individual is then taking on the responsibility of being a mother and or being a father. And this individual, when you have a child with someone, right, if you're giving the person the title of being your child's mother and or your child's father, and that individual is fulfilling their responsibility of being a mother and or father, why don't you just give that individual the title of being your husband and your wife? Because that individual is already fulfilling their responsibility of being your husband and or your wife. A lot of people are out here saying, oh yeah, they don't want to have the government in their business. Respectfully, I respect it because that's your opinion, right? But if God has brought two people together and that individual, your partner and yourself, are standing with one another through thick and thin, why don't you give that individual the title? You know what I mean? Because this individual is already fulfilling their responsibility. Is about a person fulfilling their responsibility, because the two of you are united. You are a team. You are working towards the same goal and aspiration to raising your fucking family. And a lot of people will be like, oh yeah, you know what? Marriages is expensive. You don't need to create the whole motherfucking wedding for the entire street. You don't need to invite your entire household or your entire family. Fuck if the family is not happy with the fact that you did not invite them. A wedding, it's not a celebration and the talk of the town. Like everyone that had a big marriage and this big ass rings and shit like this, they are normally the ones that get divorced first, because they fucking feel that a wedding is a ceremony, because these are the individuals that get married for the status. You know what I mean? And a lot of people out here are also being baby daddies and baby mamas just to keep someone trapped. Like if you know for a fact that in the and I don't know why I have to say this, but I'm going to stress on this because I have a lot of friends that has been through the same shit. If you know that that man or that woman is not capable, 5 or 5 on the clock, is not capable enough to give you what you want and you deserve throughout the dating scene, a child is not going to fix anything. If you know for a fact that your person is for the streets, having a child is not going to bring that person back into home, my dear. You can do spells, you can do whatever the fuck you want. There's nothing that will keep that person with you if that person is not for you. I have 3 brothers, right? And I could see throughout the years how they have treated their ladies. Like, listen guys, if a man wants to, he would. And this is going through the same as men as well. If a woman wants to, she would, my dear. Don't fall trap just into shit to change your status, because that is going to cost you in the long run. Don't do things just to fucking change your status, because it's not a job description, bro, where you can just apply for manager's position, and if you don't like the position, you resign. It's not like that. Marriages is not like that. Like, you have to look the cat out of the tree. Like, we have this thing in my language that says that you have to look the cat out of the tree before making like a life-changing decisions. Really take your time, really take your time, really take your time when it comes to making life-changing decisions, guys. It's the same that I said, like, don't just do shit that is acceptable for society. I understand why a lot of people say that, oh yeah, marriages and weddings and getting married is overrated, because a lot of people are just having marriages for the fucking society, but behind closed doors they're not even happy. Don't put yourself into debt because you want to have a big ass wedding. The wedding is not for everyone. The wedding is for those who will be there for you and who has always been there for you. 7:07 on the clock. I'm so sorry, but that is what the wedding is. A wedding is a celebration where 2 families come together, and you only invite those who are truly there for you, the ones that you know for a fact, if shit is about to go down now, I can count on this one. You really don't have to fucking be out here giving out all the money for a ring, giving out all the money for a celebration, and people taking food home and they don't even fucking bring you gifts, and then you have to still pay the next 12, 16, 72 months that's coming. You have to pay the wedding. Why, guys? Why? Like, this is why a lot of people are out here saying, oh yeah, my man has to earn so much, my woman has to be this. That is not how it is. If you look at our grandparents, if you look at our parents, like, let's just not look at our parents for a moment, let's look at our grandparents, right? And let's see like how far along they have come, bro. And their weddings were not even on TV. They did not have the biggest wedding. They probably did not even have the biggest fucking celebration. I see people that get married in Wendy's. It doesn't fucking matter where the fuck you get married to, bro. It doesn't matter where you get married to. It doesn't matter what the person look like that you have a child with. If that person fucking treats you right and respects you and brings you closer to God, then nothing and no one will be able to fucking break you up, because that is what God wants for you. Take someone who brings you closer to God and wants to take someone who will take you closer to God and wants to act out on their responsibility of being a mother, father, and or husband and wife. But don't be out here investing all of your fucking energy and money on people that just want to have the status but cannot act out on their fucking responsibility, okay? Whew. But that was the message, guys. Really, really, really think before making life-changing decisions. It's not a job that you can just fucking resign. Having a child by a terrible mother and father will really fucking cost you a lot, and that is something that you can really not get out of. Don't be out here let people fucking trap you. Open up your eyes, ask God for discernment, ask God to really show you the picture, and ask God to help you remove the rose-colored glasses from your face so that you can see that really what is going on. People will fucking trap you because they can see what you have. People will trap you because they want to feel comfortable with you. Don't do that. There is someone out there that will treat you better, and 90% of the time it's someone that is clearly not acceptable in society. But when you look inside of that person, 10 or 1 on the clock, that is what is acceptable for you. You don't get real ones out here anymore. You won't find the real one in the club. You won't find the real one in the corner of the street, 10, 11 on the clock. The real ones is the ones where you don't look at. If you're out here in the street looking for Mr. and Mrs., you're not going to get them there. That is Mr. and Mrs. for the street. You're going to have struggles with this individual you will think that, oh yeah, I will chase him, I will get her. Take that boring person, my dear. Create fun with that boring person, because it's that boring person that is not afraid to take the fucking responsibility of taking care of you. So that is the message for today. I do wish you guys a beautiful day. Take care, be safe, and bye.